Shalom. Let's start out by giving all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Kagadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone. Citation to Folly, just pushing truth. Of course, for cones of truth, Sarah charity. This is the brother Omer one above from the Birmingham camp, Alabama, Virginia, Miss. Just want to get to the sin. I'm just going to about folly. Is folly. Go to the word folly, like foolishness and stupidity is more looked at as a glory, in this society, in this kingdom of the so-called white man. Even for you so-called Negro, Latino natives, which are the Israelites. Y'all do some of the most foolishest stupidity things over just certain situations, whatever it may be. Like, you got this Popeyes and Chick-fil-A thing. Jake go fighting over chicken and over food, and and just different things. Just stupidity, man. This society is upside down. Just that's because the so-called white man, Edomites, the red man, is a rulership, man. That's why this place is so just out of whack, man, and just full of just wickedness and craziness and stupidity and foolishness, man. And now people, you so-called nigga Latino natives, don't want to really get in, don't want to come to the ways of the Lord. Y'all want to stay in stupidity and foolishness. We don't get into it. It's on Ecclesiastes 10:6. Folly is setting great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. So yeah, folly is setting great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. I say stupidity and foolishness. It's saying, it's looked at, as glory, in society, more, more high esteem, to be, do stupid, foolish things on the internet, or, in the world, in the street, whatever it may be, they look at that as a more of a satisfying, great glory thing to look at, then look at the men from the apostles, elders, and the brethren that's teaching the truth of the word of the Lord. For you so-called Negro, Latino natives, let y'all know who your true power is, the name and knowledge of the Lord. The Lord don't deal with foolishness, man. It's foolishness, He's a serious-minded man, But our people, so-called Negro, Latino natives, are caught up in the ways of the so-called white man with his foolishness and stupidity, and his ways, his wicked ways. They gulped into it, man. And they not gonna regard the ways of the Lord by the way of the apostles, elders, a great millstone, brother, and teaching the truth, telling you, about how the Lord, by the ways of the Lord, what he wants from the so-called Negro Latino natives. He don't want you Negro Latino natives to be being foolishness and stupidity. He wants y'all to be in knowledge of his ways and being more of a serious-minded nation. But Jake don't want to be serious-minded. They want to just Jake would he's so-called Negro Latino natives. Short for Jacob. You Israelites don't want to be serious-minded about the ways of knowledge of the Lord by the apostles, elders, and the men of the Lord across the Lord. Would not be part of them. The men of the Lord is teaching the truth. Telling you about how the Lord, how the ways of the Lord really is, not the Baptist church, in these TV shows, where these people try to deem how the Lord is, but according to the scriptures, it's a whole nother understanding of the Lord. He's a serious-minded man. He don't deal with stupidity, but that's why our people love and love to be engulfed in, man. Love to be, that just love the stupidity and followness of this world, and the foolishness of this world. So from now go to it's Proverbs 1:22. How long you sipping ones will you love simplicity? and the scorners delight in the scorn, and fools hate knowledge. So yeah, you Negro Latino natives, y'all love, simplicity. Y'all love, y'all love foolishness, stupidity. You know, y'all love to mark the men of the Lord is telling you who you are and telling you the truth. Y'all don't want to take it serious. It's gonna come a time when the Lord is just gonna come down hard on you Negro Latino natives. And it's happening to the Northern Kingdom, starting with the so-called Mexicans. The tribe of Issachar. With the Northern Kingdom. The Lord is gonna send His judgment on 2/3 of the nation of Israel, the so-called Negro Latino natives, because y'all just want to stay and follow in foolishness and stupidity, and wickedness, And the Lord is getting tired of y'all Negro Latino natives just being hard headed, and He's gonna come down on you by way of martial law troops, putting you in concentration camps, and ultimately, getting killed, killed in those concentration camps by guillotine. But on this verse, Proverbs 1:23, turn ye at my reproof, behold, I will pour out my spirit upon you and make known my words unto you. Matter of fact, let me see, I'll slack you. Okay, well, I'll just go. Proverbs 1:24, because I had called, you refused. I had stretched out my hand, no man regarded. So, you need to go to Latino nation, from the positive elders and to the brethren, it's calling unto you to the knowledge of the Lord, to the ways of the Lord. Y'all refuse, and y'all just want to stay in the ways of the so-called white man. The ways of the so-called white man, Edomites, ways and foolishness and stupidity. Y'all ready to just be engulfed in that than to come back to the ways of the Lord and just come in righteousness, and get yourself right with the Lord, get in order. But y'all don't want to. You Negro Latino natives don't want to get in order. Y'all don't want to come to the ways of the Lord and be in righteousness. So you're just gonna be destroyed by the Lord Yahweh Shai. In this verse, Proverbs 1:25. But you have set not all my counsel and with none of my reproof. Proverbs 1:26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. So yeah, the Lord's gonna laugh, when you Negro Latino natives are faced with some type of disaster or judgment that the Lord gonna bring down upon you, man. And it's coming, man. And it's gonna get real ugly out here going forward, man, for you Negro Latino natives. It's real serious times ahead, and it's coming for you Negro Latino natives in the world and the earth, man. The Lord finna bring that judgment down hard, man. And only the elect of Israel, the so-called Negro Latino natives, 144,000, it's gonna be exempt from the judgment. Lord willing, I'll be part of that number. But in this verse, Proverbs 1:27, when your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when stress and anger should come upon you. So yeah, when your fear cometh, however it come by storm, whatever, earthquake, we had earthquakes that happened in LA, and by hurricane, storm, tornado, whatever it may be, the Lord's gonna send it to you, your destruction, disaster, the fear will come upon you Negro Latino natives by the way of Yahweh Shai. He's gonna get you, because all you Negro Latino natives do is just want to just being in the ways of the so-called white man and foolishness and stupidity, and y'all don't take nothing serious. Y'all always playing around, joking around. That's why these other nations can't take the Negro Latino natives serious, because y'all always joking and playing around, thinking everything funny. Y'all don't take nothing serious. So by you Negro Latino natives, you Israelites not taking the men of the Lord serious, from the apostles, elders, and the brothers who teaching the truth. The Lord's gonna get you and destroy you. Because you didn't want to come to the ways of the Lord and be reproved and rebuked for your wicked ways, and for your foolishness, and being in the ways of this world. Because the Lord is not with this world. The Lord Yahweh is not with this world, man. So for you 2/3 of you Negro Latino natives, y'all just gonna be destroyed and killed and destroyed and be brought back in the kingdom by the men of the Lord, the 144,000, through the 144,000 men, So that's how y'all gonna come back. Y'all gonna come back as babies in the kingdom. Because y'all didn't want to, come back to the Lord and come back to, come back to the Lord in truth and sincerity. Come back, and come back to hopefully, be delivered, and believe in His truth, of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai. So with that, I ain't gonna make this too long. I just wanna go into that. So again, I give our praise to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Kakadash, to the apostles, elders, and to the six Hakim brothers, to the few Akwa sisters. Do listen, keep the faith, and Yahweh Shai keep fighting with that. Say Shalom.